Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the play-in tournament, play-in finals continue here. And I'm not Jonas, but I'm Flip, and it's good to be back in the booth. Joining me is Chunk Light Chunk. How is it going, man? Are you ready to see another play-in final here? This time in the Prospect League.
Hey, I'm ready to be here. I've casted all the other prospect play-ins, so we've seen these players before, so I'm excited to see how this one will unfold.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Obviously, a couple big names here, and I think whenever I'm looking at specifically this Wyverns team, you got the big King Koko, Dinosaurs, and oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the last name. Postman. Oh my gosh, I forget Postman. He was on my team last season. Anyway, those three, man, I remember casting them and having one insane clip come out from them. I know those boys like to pass. Those boys like to play around each other. So it'll be a fun watch here going into game number one. On Faded side, we got Shrieksoul and Gala. No, no names here. There are definitely veterans on the side of the Challenger League here, Chunk. So going into this series, who are you taking? Who do you got? And is it going all the way here like it did last time?
I think it will be a closer game than what happened to Wyverns. They had a game 5 in the first one, but those were close games. Faded, on the other hand, they had a lot of momentum going. They had a lot of close games that they played, but they were able to get the sweep. So I'm curious to see if this Wyverns team can kind of slow down the momentum that Faded got on Wednesday, and if they can make a little bit of their own offense, like from those passing plays, like you said.
That will be very important to see. So far, though, fun fact: the lower seeded team, the team that has had to win a game to make it to this matchup, has been the one to win so far. So we will see if that trend does continue here in the Prospect League, as the Wyverns are looking to continue to put on this pressure. As King Koko taking a little bit of time, making a shot back post. That one's not going to go through. The demo from Shrieksoul was huge because the follow-up would have been there, but instead it's Nobro taking that 50 well. Shrieksoul now trying to get that shot on target, not going to go through. King Koko now with a little bit of time, trying to get a flick, trying to get a pop pass one. No double off the back wall. Gala a little awkward. Postman going to get the follow-up. Looking for one more touch. Doesn't get it, but is able to grab their corner boost. Dinosaurs able to get one touch, not able to get the follow. Shrieksoul bangs that one high. Postman towards the backboard, maybe looking for a double. That ball bouncing straight down, though. Not able to get there. Dinosaurs and King Koko double commit. King Koko's touch is behind him. A little bit dangerous here, as no shot is going to be able to come through. And now Wyverns once again looking for the counterattack here. Faded, though, looks like they've had a couple good opportunities. No shots yet, though, for Faded. And it feels like they're just one better touch away, it feels like, from getting a counterattack opportunity. But right now, it is still Wyverns who kind of firmly hold control of this game.
Yeah, I was a little surprised going into this game, and I kind of got sources that Postman wasn't going to be here, and he's a key anchor to this team as he goes up for a solo play. But I feel like if they didn't have him here tonight, that it would be a lot rougher with their sub, who they haven't played a lot with. But I think that with their offense going right now, that they have the momentum going, and they have been able to slow down this Faded team.
Yeah, and a couple opportunities here for Wyverns created from Postman, it feels like mainly. It just nothing. No shooter, it feels like, on the side of Wyverns is able to put the ball in the back of the net. King Koko looking to do so there. Not going to happen. Postman can't get it past, as Nobro able to get one touch. As Shrieksoul looking to get the follow-up off the Dinosaurs touch. That's a good shot. King Koko able to make a good save, though. Last man, Gala, challenging that one, so Postman has a lot of time here. Doesn't choose to take control, though, and Shrieksoul gonna ping that one off the backboard once again. Shrieksoul looking for one more touch on No Boost. It's gonna be Nobro getting that clear, though, as King Koko sends that ball long, not to a teammate though, but King Koko still able to pop that ball up high. Shrieksoul now, the 100 boost is gonna lead that one for Nobro. A nice pass there to Gala. Gala looking for the 50 as Shrieksoul is able to get that one towards the corner. King Koko with one touch. It's gonna be a double commit here on the side of Faded. Postman looking to capitalize on that. A long clear downfield. No one from Wyverns is down there though, so Street Soul's touch off his own corner. King Koko still just kind of getting a touch and not doing much with it. Maybe trying to force a mistake, but so far nothing dangerous coming out from either of these teams. Nobody wants to overcommit, it feels like. Specifically this Faded team, I feel like, or sorry, this Wyverns team, I feel like if they kind of just send it a little bit harder, they can definitely capitalize on these Faded mistakes. But with a minute left, it's still 0-0 here, Chunk. You think we're getting an overtime already here in game one?
I think we have a high potential to get an overtime here in game one. Just seeing how they're kind of feeling each other out. They're not going for anything too risky. They're trying to kind of see what the opponent is giving them, which I kind of like as a strategy going into this game one of a 5-game series. It's still not in the game 7s yet, so all these games matter just a little bit more than they will in the playoffs, what it feels like, especially not having that tactical timeout. So you've got to be able to keep your mental up all series long. And so far, either one of these teams are not wanting to give up the one goal that will probably win this game one.
This one goal could be the goal that decides this series. You know, if you go to game 5, you're thinking to yourself, man, if only this other team won game number 1. It's only one goal, but that's all it takes to win this one here. Overtime, 0-0. Who will come out on top? It might be a kickoff goal. Let's see. There's a good kickoff there for the Wyverns. Postman's touch, though, it's just giving the ball away. Dinosaurs couldn't get there, and Nobro looking for the counter attack. Street Soul got the bump. Nobro shot gets saved. King Koko was floating in the air. He had no control. Still able to get in the way, though. Dinosaurs now looking to pass over to King Koko. The shot doesn't come through, but one touch as Postman hits it off the corner. Postman looking for the shot. That's going to go at the backboard, and the third man, Dinosaurs, just not willing to commit to that pass. Now Dinosaurs looking for maybe one more. Has only 6 boosts to work with, so Street Soul's going to have that ball cleared out. Street Soul now looking for a pass mid, but it's going to be King Koko sending it over to Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs able to send it all the way downfield. Gala, no boost here. Grabs some off the corner. Postman's touch, going to be straight to Gala. Long clear. Nobro looking for the follow-up. Dinosaurs has that ball saved very easily. Nothing crazy coming out so far. Easy pop shots, it feels like, to be saved, and maybe a little bit of a reminder of what regulation looked like here. Nobody willing to just take that one last step, that one risky challenge to make this game. Honestly, it decides on a challenge like that. We'll see. Postman maybe just putting it away himself, not happening there. But so far, Chunk, both these teams not willing to go that extra mile to secure a goal here. Maybe they're just not trying to risk it here when their season is on the line.
Yeah, a lot of smart play. Minimizing mistakes has caused this game to kind of be a slow-paced game, as Nobro will end this scoring drought that we had all game just off a big missed touch from Koko as to 50 with Street, and Nobro able to react right over Dino, who's just kind of awkward in net. It's a great play to kind of break the stall we had, and I think that if they want to replicate that success, that they're gonna need Street Soul to go for demos. We know that he likes to do that, and I was surprised we didn't see it a lot here in this first game. But it was a great game played from both teams, and Faded able to capitalize in overtime.
Yeah, weathering 12 shots coming out from Wyverns. Faded able to really kind of just lock themselves down on defense, not let Wyverns get any easy looks. It felt like they were forcing a lot. Making that third man from Wyverns make that decision. Should I go for this ball? Should I not? And every time the Wyverns player backed up, so they were not able to get that consistent amount of pressure. They had a lot of it, but I feel like if their third man challenges a little bit more aggressively, obviously you might get scored on, but the chances that you score are also really high. So it's just about, weighing those odds and seeing what you're willing to go for here, or maybe getting an early goal might help, as it's going to be Postman from Dinosaurs off the ceiling. Postman able to put that one away. An early goal here from Wyverns, and that's the kind of momentum you want to see going into a game 2 here, where this is your first goal all series, and they're able to get a nice early lead here, Chunk, and this is what you're kind of looking for if you're the Wyverns.
Yeah, great passing play there off the kickoff, and great capitalization from Postman. Puts it around the last defender, and we had 7 goals in 2 seconds, 2 goals in 7 seconds rather, to kind of break this scoring drought. And I'm kind of curious to see if they kind of settled into the series, and we'll see a lot more offensive and risky plays coming out here in this game too.
Yeah, I've just known this Wyverns to be a lot more pass heavy than what I've seen so far. Dinosaurs, I think, was looking for Postman there, but instead it's going to be Nobro trying to take control a little bit. A good 50 there. Gala's on the other side, maybe looking for a pass back towards the midfield. It's going to be Nobro, and that one off the backboard. Postman able to make the save. Going for the double off the sidewall, not going to have it. Street Soul able to get the clear. Get the shot as well. Nobro able to stop that counterattack in its place. Gala also not letting any free touch in the midfield come through. Street Soul colliding with the midfield there. Postman shot gonna be good, but Nobro's save gonna be better. Nobro looking for another 50 there, and a great 50 it is. And it feels like this Faded team, they locked down that midfield. The cuts from their second man, it feels like, are really solid, not allowing any real threat of a counterattack come through. Instead, it's going to be Nobro with the counterattack, as the save here from, I believe, King Koko, just not good enough. He gets caught a little awkward, and so the save is just a perfect setup there for Nobro.
Yeah, we saw a kind of similar goal happen in game 1, in the game-winning. Nobro in that middle, able to capitalize on an awkward third defender. If Wyverns want to keep up their defense and remain able to win these crucial games in the final, what could be their final series of the season, they've got to find a way to kind of let their third man be poised and ready for these midfield opportunities that Nobro has seen so far.
But it's going to be Gala looking for the shot off of a great pass from Nobro. That third man, and the dribble from Street Soul as well. All three players really involved in that play. Gala's shot, though, just off the crossbar, and the crossbar ringing true, as now Street Soul looking for a little bit of control, but it's going to be King Koko with a great challenge. Gala able to get a nice high touch. Dinosaurs going to be there, though, to make the save, or sorry, make the shot attempt, and Nobro able to make the save. Nobro able to get one touch past Postman. Postman looking for the 50 anyway. His teammate King Koko also went for that one. Postman, though, able to get a nice touch past one. Nobro all the way back here, looking for a little control. Dinosaurs not able to get the read, so Nobro, zero boost still, able to make a play happen. King Koko pops up all way high, has to get another touch. Gala waiting patiently. His touch is not a shot on target, though. Instead, it's going to be clear for Nobro. Or for Postman here. Postman now with one touch. That one off the backboard. King Koko looking for the shot. That one going to be on target. The save from Nobro, though. I don't know if he went for a squishy or not, but he came out of net, had the epic save come through. King Koko with a touch over one. Looking for the backboard read. No double going to come out here. It's going to be Postman. Gets beat up by Gala. Dinosaurs. Last man back here. Gala going to look for a pass mid. Street Soul's going to be there. The shot coming through. King Koko with the save. Good save there from Wyverns now. Looking for a counter attack opportunity. King Koko's touch, though, is behind him. Just has to pop that ball up high. Gala with the beat, straight down, Postman, awkward on the backboard still. Able to make the clear, and a great clear it is there. So Nobro here with zero boost, just has to hit that one off his own sidewall. Now Gala with a great challenge in the midfield once again. And this Faded team, they love challenging the midfield, and they're getting really good challenges in the midfield. Postman with a nice fade. Maybe it was too much, but Gala doesn't make the shot happen. And a great challenge here. Minute and a half remaining. Dinosaurs and no boost. Street Soul maybe looking to put away one more. So much pressure here for Faded, but no goal to speak of. It is still 1-1 here, Chunk. And once again, it looks like these defensive have locked in. Postman maybe proving me wrong. The shot not good enough, though. And these defenses, like I said, they're just too locked in. They're not letting anything through.
Yeah, these defensive have stood strong the last couple minutes. They have not allowed a whole lot of shots on the other side.
Oh, no.
And so we had one go just high, and Dinosaurs will have to race back. But we've seen a whole lot of good defense, kind of more awkward on the side of Wyverns as they've been enduring prolonged attacks. But they have been getting some solid looks in the last couple seconds, and I'm curious what they can do to conjure up an attack to kind of set them up to not have to reverse sweep, as they are down in one crucial game in that game 1 struggle they had.
Yeah, and how it might be another one-goal game. And this is what Faded did last series, if I'm not mistaken, as a ball rings off the corner of the post, but Dinosaurs had the read and had the save. Postman a little bump as well. And if that's how you get your goal, that's how you'll take your goal here. And a one-goal lead, 15 seconds left here, Chunk. We have to get a kickoff goal, it feels like, coming out here from Faded if they want to keep this series lead. Otherwise, it looks like we're going to be having a 1-1 series tie going into a best-of-3. Postman off the ceiling with a good challenge. Nobro able to get the beat on one. Gala is going to get the beat on Koko, and there it is! Tied game! Koko, you're the last man. You cannot be making a challenge like that whenever you are 1 goal up. But Gala called his bluff and went for it anyway. A huge goal there, Chunk, and that's right there is a overtime waiting to happen.
Yeah, we saw Faded and really get some incredible comebacks. They were down 2 goals in 2 of their separate games on Wednesday when they got the sweeps, and they have now got another little comeback. It looked improbable with 15 seconds left, but Gala able to make a little magic happen, and they could have another sweep here just based off a little bit of momentum they got off that goal.
We'll see if it can come through. Postman with a nice touch, but Nobro had that one answered. Nobro now with a nice Hunter boost spawn for him. That ball off the backboard. Nobro's double touch coming down from the heavens, making that one a game set, and next one will be match. Nobro here with the shot of the series.
Yeah, that was incredible. That's probably one of the best shots I've seen a prospect hit. Just incredible placement. Caught Dinosaurs off guard. I feel like it would catch everyone off guard with how well he kind of played that there in overtime. And incredible comeback for them. What seemed like Wyverns had a win got pulled away from them, and Nobro with incredible participation all around, saving, putting up 2 goals, even getting an assist. Anything to really will his team to get this win to set them up for a sweep here as we go into game 3.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm just super impressed with the way Nobro's been playing. I know Street Soul, I know Gala, I know those 2 players are talented. Street Soul, more known for his demos. Gala, I mean, we've seen him in the air. He can be threatening, but this Nobro, he has been stepping up this series. We'll see if that can continue here in game 3. Now it looks like Street Soul wants a piece of the action. Said it's going to be Gala here, going for the double touch. That one's going to be dropping towards the midfield. Nobro wasn't quite ready for a pass that great. Instead, it should be Street Soul having to make a save on the back end. Gala's 50, not a good one. That ball bouncing high for Dinosaurs. Nobro was up in the air. Postman trying to get a little bit of control here. Maybe looking for one more touch. Nobro not able to get the touch. King Koko under boost just pops that ball high. No boost on the side of Faded here. Wyverns have to make this goal count, or this opportunity count, as it does turn into a goal, as Dinosaurs is able to put that one away. Top shelf. What a great shot here from Dinosaurs.
A great bump from Postman, kind of put the guy who's rotating in out of play, and really great shot placement as well from Dinosaurs. 2 were still in net, but able to make the most out of that opportunity, like you said, and it was going to be a dangerous counterattack if they didn't, as they need this goal, but they can't allow to kind of play risky like they did last game. They had the lead, but this Faded team is known for making those comebacks, and you do not want to let them implore their tactics that they have been using.
Yeah, and being down 1-0 may be even better for this Faded team than being tied 0-0. As Nobro with a great touch there. Look for the 50 on Dinosaurs as well. Street Soul not going to try on this one. It's going to be Postman banging that ball down towards Street Soul in the corner. Street Soul going to leave that one tactically as he lets Gala take control of it. Street Soul now. One touch off the sidewall. Maybe looking for one more here. It's going to be Nobro, though, getting the beat. No double coming through. A great touch there from Koko as there was a flying Gala looking for the shot. Now Postman looking for some boost. Not going to have any in his tank. Dinosaurs with a great pop here. This third man that Dinosaurs has been playing has been beautiful. And the double touch off the backboard. The follow-up. The squishy save almost comes through for Street Soul. Just off the mark, though. It was a great pass from Dino, a great shot from Koko. The save would have been beautiful from Street Soul, just not able to make it happen.
Yeah, it kind of looked like there in the replay that Gala and Nobro kind of got in the way of each other. It looked like one of them may kind of touched it at the end. Just a kind of miscommunication that we haven't really seen ever since game 1 in the heavy defensive battle. And I'm curious to see if they can kind of benefit off these mistakes. Even though they are rare, we kind of want to make them uncomfortable if you are Wyverns here, just so they can't find the poise that they've shown in the first 2 games and then the first 3 they had on Wednesday.
So far, though, it has been all Wyverns this game. Dinosaurs has been the biggest playmaker, and obviously he had that great shot as well. He's been the third man. He lets Postman and King Koko do their thing, and then he's the one that follows up well. Now it's going to be Nobro on the ball here, trying to get a beat, but Dinosaurs is there once again, continuing this pressure here. Now it's going to be Postman's turn, popping that ball way up high. That ball's going to be falling straight down. Postman's read is good, and the bump from Dinosaurs just as good as well. A 3-0 lead here for the Wyverns, and they are looking very comfortable here to start a potential reverse sweep.
Yeah, as Dino was kissing him in the net, Postman able to read his own double and set them up for a big lead here, but no leads are safe. They need to keep the pressure on from what we've seen and find ways to stop the comeback as they find a post here. They will find those opportunities in the game. Wyverns need to find ways to stop them. They need answers here in this game 3.
Yeah, Faded already looking to strike once again here as Street Soul going to be up. Not a lot of boost here for Postman. Street Soul shot. Perfect top left corner. And the boost starving from Postman. He got demoed. Just had no boost to work with. And Street Soul shot just good enough here, Chunk. A 3-0 lead. That's just perfect recipe here. If you are Faded, this is where they like to be. Can they make another improbable comeback? We'll have to see as Street Soul is going to get us started here. No shot going to be coming off of that touch, but Postman's touch not great here. Nobro able to get the beat. King Koko, though, in net. Able to get the long clear. Gala, we are long gone. That ball is just rolling into the back of the nets. And King Koko, he said thank you very much.
Yeah, it seems like Dino was up here, able to send Gala into orbit as King Koko's long clear will find the net and kind of stop the comeback potential, as 3 goals is a very steep margin even for this Faded team. But there's still plenty of time in this game.
3 goals is a lot, especially after you've already scored one. You thought you had the momentum. Instead, they answered with one right back. And now it's going to be Nobro again, looking for, another masterful performance. We'll see if he can pull one out. Postman able to get the touch and the reset. Street Soul just diving, trying to make any kind of 50 happen. Any 50 works here. Dinosaurs, he said, okay, my shot will work too. Nobro says, maybe next time, buddy. That's a great touch, though, from Street Soul. Postman had a great pass. Street Soul's touch off the backward was just as good, though. Street Soul able to grab some boost, but that takes the boost away from Nobro, who now, with 0 boost, still able to make a great play. Gala not able to be there. Street Soul shot going to go high, and now the counterattack is on. Gala with the bump, Dinosaurs with the ball in the air. Dinosaurs not a lot of boost, still making a great 50 here. King Koko, Street Soul is going to almost own goal there. King Koko now takes control of the ball. That one off of their own quarter of the post, and with 40 seconds remaining, clock winding down. This is a all or nothing. You got to score in the next 5 seconds, it feels like, if you want a chance at this game. Nobro pops up all up high for Gala, but the Wyverns defense holds on strong here, and Wyverns now start to cement themselves, a little bit into this series. They maybe have woken up. A great save there from Nobro, but too little too late. It feels like the offense from Wyverns really woke up this game, Chunk, and Faded just didn't have a whole lot of answers for it.
Yeah, a phrase I really like to think of is there's nothing scarier than someone with nothing to lose, and this is this Wyverns team kind of on that last life, able to find what they've been doing so well this season, as it will ring off the crossbar and almost be in to put the game a little closer than it actually was. But this Wyverns team able to find their stride to keep their chances alive here, and it kind of looked like a scary game for Faded, as they had no answers for these kind of positioning passing plays from Dinosaurs being that third, and King Koko and Postman being able to make great solo plays that he can just clean up.
Yeah, and I do think that the individual play from the Wyverns really did step up. Dinosaurs, I think, that's, like you said, the positioning as a third man. And Street Soul, obviously, with the kickoff goal, that's what we like to see here in Forbidden Temple. This one is just a perfect kickoff goal Postman just doesn't get a touch, I guess. Yeah, he just misses, and Street Soul puts that one away. Easy 2-second goal here, Chunkin. Now, we will see if, because I believe Wyverns have gone up first, like almost every game. Let's see if the Wyverns can come back from a deficit, like this Faded team is known to do. It's gonna be tough though, and already obviously being down 1-0, this is match point for you. The nerves are on here, Chunk. Do you think they have what it takes here on Forbidden Temple to do it, or do you think that this is where we see Faded go ahead and take this series?
I think this is where we see if they can kind of repeat what they had going in that game 3, if they can replicate kind of what they're able to do, or if Faded can find an answer to shut it down. The kickoff goal kind of sets them farther back from the goal. It kind of makes it further to reach. They're going to have to play as well as they did last game, plus that goal, which will be incredibly hard, but with how they played last game, they kind of had room for one goal.
Right, now they can they get that offense going once again is the real question, as Dinohsores is able to make the save. Their defense has been pretty solid all series. Faded faltered in the last game, but has had also very solid defense. And obviously, we've seen a couple games just decided by one goal, as Koku's touch was down to Dino, but Dino's touch not a great one. Street Soul wasn't able to get contact, but Nobro was able to put that one on King Koku's head. That ball is going to be pinched out. Gala has to keep that ball in play here. Buy some time for his teammates to get some boost. Instead, Dino going to have one touch. Street Soul gets the bump on him, but now it's just Nobro back and doesn't have a whole lot of boost to work with. Luckily, able to grab that one and the touch on the ball. King Koko looking for a pass. Now it's a pass down to Dino, but it's going to be read by Gala beautifully. Street Soul dribbling Postman here and getting the clear as well. Gala now, maybe looking for a 50. That's a beautiful one. Now it's the ball. It's going to fall straight down. Street Soul had the read come flying in. 2-0 lead. And Faded looking to take this game 4 and take the series.
Yeah, Street Soul stepping up, being that X factor. He had the kickoff goal, and now he'll have this goal to kind of expand the lead. Incredible awareness to find where it goes down, and Wyverns need to find an answer quick. We saw some passing opportunities, but Faded defense looks like they've been able to shut it down and stay on offense, which really is not what Wyverns had to deal with last game. This is kind of foreign territory for them, so they'll have to kind of find a way to get off their own half and find their own answers as one rattles off. Both bars not able to score there, as we're still in the deficit here. But
yeah, and it could have been more. Postman, you're gonna maybe have it more now as Street Soul putting the team on his back and putting an absolute clanger off the pass from Dinohsores. Dino wanted Postman to be there, but maybe he wanted King Koko to cut. But either way, if that's not communicated, it is just a free counterattack every time. And with half the game remaining, it's going to be a tough one to come back from. And with one game between you being in the play-in and you being sent home, this is a tough look as one more goal comes here from Street Soul. A 4-goal performance here in Game 4. And an absolute dominant performance here for Faded.
yeah, Street Soul got that Wendy's 4 for 4 right now. He is having himself a legacy game, and he has been incredible when they needed him to step up the most. Known for demoing, but this game, it may look like he's known for hitting double taps and predictions on where the ball is. He has been incredible to kind of almost set the series apart, as Wyverns are going to have to put some desperation to work on their own side.
Now it's just, does the desperation work, or do they just let in 3 more goals because they're sitting everything but the kitchen sink? Either way, if this game ends 4-0, I'll be disappointed, because I need to see Wyverns throw everything they can, including an open net miss. That one would have been huge for Koku. Instead, Faded keep the clean sheet here. Dino touch off the backboard, and King Koko was flying in a year ago. Postman has the shot. Street Soul has the save. Gala no boost. Gala does not care. King Koko doesn't care either. He's going to get a touch there. Postman off the backboard. Nobro, not a lot of boost to work with. Still able to get the touch. Beautifully done. Street Soul with a beautiful fake. Street Soul loses that 50 hard though. Gala has to get the clear. King Koko looking to continue the pressure. That's a great bounce. That ball bouncing in. Nobro not letting it happen. The touch there, not a great Postman. End up playing that one off the backboard. Street Soul's gonna be there, getting that ball cleared all the way out. Wyverns have tried so much, and maybe they overcommitted just too much. King Koko able to make the safe. Postman off the sidewall. Postman gets 50 out hard. Street Soul, you don't have this rate, do you? Street Soul putting up another one. A great pass there, but the Street Soul read, the Street Soul dunk, it is inevitable.
Yeah, he didn't even get the shot there. He's now 5 for 4 from shooting. He's got himself a little goal steal off a 50 or an own goal. Street Soul has a high opportunity to drop 1,000 points this game. That's just how impactful he's been, both on offense, but we've seen him get 3 saves as well on defenses. A great little play comes from Wyverns, but do they have 4 goals in 30 seconds in them, Flip?
Man, that's so weird. They took their time. They were able to score a goal. I haven't seen them take their time all game long, it feels like. Now, to be fair, I do think that Gala and Street Soul and Nobro are really forcing them to make a play happen. They can't just take their time like that. They are going for a fake kickoff, though. That one was on purpose. Dinohsores able to get the beat on one. King Koko, you have a net to shoot on. And King Koko, you're not hitting that ball, apparently. It's Street Soul now. Maybe taking their time a little bit. A little 50, but Dinohsores going to win that 50 hard. King Koko, you just got to get that one on net. That one is just summing up this series, it feels like, for the Wyverns. So close, yet so far. Not any boost to get that last touch. Gala able to make a nice 50 there. Street Soul, why not? Give him 6. The double hat trick coming out. Gala's 50 was great. Street Soul just knew it would be there. And 1,000 points dropped in Game 4, sending your team to the playoffs. That's what you want to see if you are faded. A huge, huge win here, and another 10th seed going through. Shunk, that's the 3rd team, where it's been the team from the lower bracket that wins is the one to make it through. So I do think that the lower bracket teams, they have that momentum, and faded, well, they got a lot of momentum here because they got Street Soul on their back carrying with 6 goals, man. That is just insane here in the playoff clincher for faded.
Yeah, incredible 1,111 points for Street Soul. He ends with 1-1-1-1 as a faded. Looked really dominant. It looked like they minimized mistakes. It looked like they played how they wanted to play. The Game 3 just kind of caught them off guard, I feel like, as they were able to kind of switch it up and play their own game, not allow Wyverns to get any opportunities, or when they did have opportunities, like you said, they kind of made them rush, kind of made them panic, and you can't afford to panic when you need to hit open nets or hit hard shots. It's just incredibly hard to do, especially at a lower rank compared to some of these higher leagues we see in Nemesis. And I think that incredible play is it's really good. I'm gonna be curious on how to see they will stack up against the Rooks, though, as they are that 8 seed now in that playoffs, and Rooks have looked incredible. But we saw some incredible Street Soul magic here in the Game 4.
Yeah, and you're playing a speed demon, anything is possible. But we'll have to wait till next week to see those matches play out. For now, we got to go to a quick break here, and then we have, I believe, one final match, and that is all that's left here. One final match, and it's going to be the Rival League, where Galaxy is going to take on Distortion. We'll be right back after a short break. We'll see you then. Deuces.